and welcome to my 35-week bump date. We are definitely in the home stretch now. We have 5 weeks or less or more, give or take, to go before baby boy is here, which is very exciting. When I was pregnant with Ian, he came exactly a week early. He came at 39 weeks. So I don't know if, that means anything for this pregnancy. I'm kind of hoping that he comes closer to his due date, just because we're waiting on someone to get here and I would really hate for them to miss this, but he's gonna come when he is ready. And then the other reason, I don't want him to come on his due date actually, because it turns out that will be Ian's first day of school. So I would hope that I am not in the hospital while Ian is having his first day of school, because I don't want him to miss his first day of school. I think it's important, especially when you're little, and the first day is very exciting for all the kids and it's all of their first day of school. So I don't want all the other kids to go to school for like a couple days and he's missing out on that like fresh new environment when everybody's feeling new, and then to go in later when he's like the new kid. So I rather him go to school on time. So if I happen to be in labor on my due date, then obviously his grandma or his daddy will take him to school, but I really want to be there. So I'm hoping that this little boy either comes a few days early so that I would have already been discharged from the hospital and I can take him up there and take pictures. That'll be so fun. Or if he happens to come a couple days late, so it's not like the first day. But anyways, so that's what's going on with that. He has definitely dropped. I feel so much pressure down low, like right above my pubic bone. I feel a lot of pressure like just in the area where he's gonna be coming out, and also in my bottom. There's so much pressure, and it is making me waddle like no tomorrow when I walk. It's very uncomfortable. If I have to pee, it's like I can't do it. Like it hurts, actually hurts. Speaking of pain, my hips are hurting, my back is just, oh my gosh. it hurts so much, especially when it's time for me to go to bed and I'm trying to get comfortable. Like I can't, turning from one to the other, turning from like my right side to my left side, so much pain. It's like I entered a parkour competition, and I've never ever done parkour before, but like I gave it my all, and then it's the next day. You can imagine how that might feel. Well, that's how it feels when I'm trying to turn from one side to the other. So much pain. There's a lot of grunting and groaning and breathing and huffing and puffing, and yeah. So there's that. I have like no energy. I get little tiny spurts of energy, like maybe once or twice a day, usually just once a day. And in that one little spot of energy, I try to like clean stuff as much as I can. But for the most part, I have no energy. I just feel like I just want to lay on the sofa, which is probably not helping the hip and back pain because I sit on the sofa a lot. But yeah, or sleep. I just want to sleep. I have been sleeping in so late, and thank goodness my child Ian is so amazing and he lets me sleep in pretty late. He wakes up early, but he'll usually just play in his room quietly, or he will get the iPad and watch some cartoons, or he's just really good. He never gets into anything that he shouldn't be getting into. If he needs me, he comes in my room, he'll wake me up and ask me for something, but for the most part he lets me sleep in those few extra hours, and he's just really extremely well behaved during that time, and I could not be more thankful. I know that I wanted a second baby when he turned 1 year old. That's when we were ready to have baby number 2. But I think maybe it was actually a blessing in disguise that it took us a long while, because I am just not feeling very well at the end of this pregnancy, and I can't imagine having to run after a toddler on top of how I feel. So I am so thankful that Ian is 6 years old and that he's just so well behaved and self-sufficient that I am able to rest and and not be running after a small person. So that's what's going on with that. Is there anything else? I'm super moody, like super moody. Everything irritates me. Everything. And I'm hungry. I'm so hungry all the time. I eat breakfast, and I have a snack, and I eat lunch, and I have a snack, and I have dinner, and then I have second dinner, and then sometimes I have a third plate of something before I go to bed, and then I go to bed and I toss and turn for a couple of hours, and I start thinking about food again and what can I eat tomorrow, and then man, I just really need to go to sleep so that it can be morning so that I can eat again. Like, I just think about food all the time. I'm just so hungry. And I'm thirsty. I've been drinking so much, and Ian is awesome, and he just always goes and gets me water or juice pouches or whatever, and but yeah, so that's what's going on at week 35. I did get my hospital bag packed finally, just because I told you I've been having a lot of pressure, and I hope that doesn't mean that this little guy is coming early, but just in case, I do want to be prepared. So I did go ahead and I packed my hospital bag. I'm not going to do it in this video. As soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to make a second video, and that one is going to be showing everything in my hospital bag. So if that's something you're interested in, then just come back tomorrow and that video should be up. Sorry, I've got hiccups. And then I think the last pregnancy symptom I can think of is nausea again. Usually at nighttime, once I put Ian to bed, I start getting super nauseous. I start getting really burpy, and every time I burp, a little bit of vomit comes up, like just a little bit, not enough that you need to like run to a trash can or anything, but just enough to like slightly fill your mouth, and like just enough that, you know, you're like, ugh, I'll just swallow it. I know that's so gross, but like, and it happens over and over and over every few minutes. Like towards the end of the night, I'll just burp, and a tiny little bit, like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of vomit just keeps coming up, and I just keep swallowing it. And so that is a super fun symptom. Heartburn goes along with the vomit burps, and so I've been eating a lot of Tums. Well, not a lot of Tums. I eat like one Tums, and it settles it pretty quickly enough that I can fall asleep and kind of forget that all that's happening. But yeah, baby boy still moves a ton. Not as much as he did about 5 weeks ago, but enough. He's moving all the time. His kicks are not so much kicks anymore as much as it is kind of just like a full body movement, and oh, it makes me so nauseous. And I can feel legs and feet and all kinds of, I just feel it's like more slow but big movements rather than kind of sporadic quick little jabs and kicks and things like that. But still very cute. He's still meeting his kick counter super quick. I don't even use the kick counter honestly, because like as soon as you get 10 kicks within I think an hour, it just says like, oh, you're good. But he does, if I stay still, he'll do 10 movements in like 2 to 5 minutes. So I'm not worried about it right now. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the belly and then end this video so that I can do the what's in my hospital bag video. Hey. So here is the belly at 35 weeks and 2 days. Oh my gosh, I feel humongous. There we go. So I definitely think he's dropped. I feel like the tummy's like going down. But yeah, there we have it. So I will talk to you later.